The United Kingdom recently passed a law known as the Online Safety Bill. Now, the name may seem harmless, and the mainstream claims that it's intended to protect children from violent or explicit content. But this is something far more sinister. Sites like YouTube will soon be affected worldwide because of a new AI detection system that is going to be used soon to track a user's watch history to determine whether or not they are children. And the only way to bypass this is to provide either a credit card or an ID of some sort. And that is where the real danger lies. Personal information like that just being handed out like candy on Halloween could be passed on to hackers or data brokers that could end up using your information for all sorts of danger. Opening credit cards in your name, opening accounts under your address. A lot can happen when your data is stolen. And that's not all. Think of any place you know that's ruled under harsh restrictions and multiply that tenfold. Soon, the entire world will be under that same umbrella if the route we're headed down persists. And the worst part, thanks to all of this new AI regulation systems, governments can just say what they believe to be safe and not safe. If they wanted to, they could just say that all forms of content portraying exercise is not safe for kids, and block it across all sites in that specific country. On a worldwide scale, having power like this is dangerous in the wrong hands. And it has been used before, long before, the internet's conception. In fact, it was the clarity the internet gave that almost broke that power, which we know today as propaganda. Propaganda has been used in all sorts of wars and crises to manipulate and groom certain populace of respective nations to indoctrinate them into a sense of nationalism. Looking back at World War I in particular, nationalism was not the greatest tool to have. It caused the fall of the German Empire, Austria-Hungary, the Ottoman Empire, and even the Russian Empire, which up until the end of the First World War, each of the mentioned countries during the time held nationalism to a high degree. It never united people on a universal scale, it just divided them. But with that aside, what we're seeing now is similar, but also shares a few differences. The world may seem hopeless at times, even now, but there are things that can be done to prevent, or at least reduce this change. Wherever you are in the world right now, sign petitions, bring the subject up to local authorities, defend the rights that we all have as human beings under the laws that constitute our nations. Do whatever you can to protect not only your way of life, but all ways of life. This video is a different step for me, but I felt it to be important that everyone is informed simply and honestly. I have no other words. Just take care of yourself and have a good rest of your morning, evening, or night.